In this video, you will learn how to export your gradebook in Brightspace into a CSV file so that you may grade your students' work offline. Once you have finished grading offline, you can then re-upload the CSV file into the gradebook. It's recommended to have your grade items created in Brightspace before exporting them, so please make sure everything you would like to grade has already been created. Before we get started, it's important to note that if your class size is larger than average, it may take longer to export or import your grades. For example, if you had 1,000 students in your course, it's not unusual for your export to take multiple hours if you export multiple grade items. To reduce this time, you may want to consider exporting or importing individual grade items rather than your entire gradebook. To begin your export, head over to the Grades tab in your navbar. Once here, select the Export button. This will export whatever is currently in your gradebook. It's important to note once more that you should have your grade items created in Brightspace prior to starting your export. After selecting the Export button, you can choose your export options. Under the Key field, you can choose to include your student's ID, username, or both to show in the spreadsheet. This is how the student will be identified when your file is re-uploaded into Brightspace. In the Sort By field, you can choose the order in which your students will appear on the spreadsheet. This will sort your students alphabetically. Then under Grade Values, you must make sure that you have Points Grade selected. This will allow you to see the amount of points the grade item is worth on the spreadsheet. You can also choose to show the weighted grade and the grade scheme in the export as well. However, they will not appear when you begin your import back into the gradebook. Under the User Details section, you can choose to include the student's last name, first name, or email in the spreadsheet. You can also choose to show any group membership your student is assigned to in your course as well. Then you can choose the grade items you wish to export. Please note that if you have categories, their subtotals can be exported, but not imported back into your grades. This also applies to the final calculated grade as well. When you are finished choosing your grade items, make sure you select the Export to CSV button. This is used if you would like to import your grades back into the gradebook. Please note, as I mentioned before, if you have an abnormally large class size, for example 1,000 students, it may take several hours for this to complete. So you may want to think about exporting individual grade items to reduce this time instead of all grade items at once. Once your export is finished, select the Download button. This will download the CSV file to your web browser. You may notice once you open your CSV file that there is a hashtag in front of the org-defined ID and username columns. These are very important as they help Brightspace recognize your students when the grades are imported, so make sure that they are not deleted. You'll also see a column called End of Line Indicator. Make sure that each of your students have a hashtag in this column as well. On this spreadsheet, you'll notice each of the grade items you exported in a column. If you expand this column, you'll see the amount of points each grade item is worth. Then you can begin typing in a grade for each of your students. Once you are finished entering your grades, save your spreadsheet and head back to Brightspace. When you're ready to import, head back into the gradebook and go to the Enter Grades field. From here, click the Import button. Then click Choose File to select the file you saved. Once the file is uploaded, select Continue. You will then see if there were any errors found in your upload. If you can confirm that there are none, select Continue. You will then be given a preview to see how your grades will be entered. Once you've confirmed that your preview is correct, select Import. Now you can see all grades added in for your students. Thank you for watching. For more Brightspace related content, please subscribe to our channel.